right, let's do it.
It's on you.
All right, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Rand. We're back with another episode, and today we got Ben the Bane Davis.
Let's go, baby.
We got the host of press conferences, fighter, 5-0, 5 knockouts, the strongest Misfits fighter you guys have ever met, Ben Davis. How's it going, Ben?
It's good, man. I think you've seen some fights that might not have happened.
No, they happened. They happened.
It's 5 knockouts for my dreams, you know?
Ben, so today you indulged in something a little different. Mm-hmm. Now you're on the CFL. So not the Misfit scene, but it's kind of the next level. Well, not next level.
It's the level right beneath it,
yes,
exactly. There's a developmental aspect here.
Exactly. It's kind of like the G League.
It's exactly like the G League. And for me, someone that is so heavily involved with Misfits, I want to be able to see the next generation and the new wave of guys that are coming up and earning spots. You know, there's some people that get signed right to Misfits right away, never fought before, and that's all well and good for them. But to see content creators and smaller timer influencers building themselves, cutting their teeth, it's great. You know, this is, I think, my 3rd or 4th CFL show, and it gets better every time.
Yeah, so let's talk about CFL today. They had their press conference. We're sitting in the scenes of it right now, the aftermath. Let's talk about what happened today. What were your thoughts? And you can tell us about the shot you may have taken at the press conference.
I know,
today.
I almost got knocked out again. Would have been fucking terrible. No, it was great. And Big Sam and Lezra Gomez is a fight that I'm deeply interested in. I'm so familiar with Lezra Gomez. I cannot escape him. And Big Sam, right, has proven on this promotion that he is someone that needs to be respected and feared inside the ring. And Lezra's demeanor is just so calm and composed that I'm very, very curious when that bell rings, what we see. And the main event, Alaena Vampira. I'm such a big fan of hers, and Jenna Vincent's a tough task. She's a durable fighter. But if it's an Alaena Vampira that's invested 12 months with a new gym and has rejuvenated herself, this could be a long night for Jenna Vincent.
Now, I do agree with that, but I want to know, what fight do you think is the fight no one's expecting to go the way it will?
That's a good question. What is the upset or unexpected outcome here? I think that,
a lot of fights.
There are a lot of fights.
I
was like, damn, they just keep coming up to put people there. I'm not entirely sure, man. I can't answer that truthfully. I think Bad Anthony and AP the Fighter, that's one I'm curious about. I'm not sure how it's going to go. I just know it's going to be a good one. But for those watching, only way to find out is tkotix.com.
That's good promo right there. Now, Ben, let's talk a little bit more about you.
Sure.
What is something that you're looking to do beyond the aspect of commentating? Because we've seen you get in the ring multiple times. We've seen you have your karate combat match, your boxing match. Mm-hmm. What is next for Ben the Bane Davis?
Yeah, I think I've invested a lot of time and energy the last 3-4 years in the broadcasting side of it. You know, I've worked with Misfits for about 18 months now, have several shows on UFC Fight Pass that I'm deeply proud to commit play-by-play for. Did a lot of sumo wrestling play-by-play and bowling play-by-play commentary last year, which is more under the radar. That's a deep cut. Most people don't know it because I don't talk about it. And so for me, it's all about how can I sharpen myself to be the best broadcaster possible. And I think this year there are a couple really interesting opportunities that I can't wait to talk about that I think service that goal in a deeper fashion. So.
Okay. And do you have any inspiration for these things? Like, is there anyone you look up to on the high scene, or maybe even someone like Wade, someone who's in our scene?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of inspirations within combat sports,
it doesn't even have to be combat sports either. It could be football, basketball, someone who just, a journalist, someone who does this.
No, I mean, I think if I was going to broaden it outside of combat sports, just generalized inspiration. You know, my dad is somebody that grew up very poor, worked his way up to great success. And, you know, when he was 28 years old, he had milk crates and a door he stole from Home Depot. That was his desk, right? And so to live in the same house and grow up in that environment, someone that is so determined and ambitious, really instilled within me this bone that I need to claw my way to the top, right?
It's
so,
hard work.
You know, when I look for inspirations, yes, there's so many inspiring stories in the world of combat sports and media, but I don't have to look any farther than, you know, my own dad.
Absolutely. That's a really good story. I appreciate you for telling us that. Last thing I have before I get you out of here is, do you have any words for all these creators that you are looking to watch develop?
Yeah, man, I think the biggest thing that sets people apart is being different. And I know that that's generalized and broad and somewhat ambiguous, but there's just a level of repetition that I see, and a lot of smaller time creators that, unsurprisingly and through no fault of their own, just copy what's been successful before, right? Hey, this is the blueprint. This is what a Wade did, or this is what a KSI did. But my challenge is to truly find something that is unique, authentic, and original, and something that you're passionate about. I see a lot of people that maybe, you know, they get involved in content creation and their focus is something that they don't give a shit about.
Right.
And that absolutely permeates in their work.
Yep.
You know, it might not get views. In fact, it's probably not going to get fucking views.
Right.
And that's okay, because it's a marathon, not a sprint. And if you enjoy it, it's not going to feel like work. It's going to feel rewarding. And when it starts generating, whether it's engagement or money, you know, you'll be much happier. So it's generalized, it's vague. I'm sure you've heard it many times before, but that's the best piece I can give.
I feel like there's no better way to end it than that. Thank you. And the Bane Davis, ladies and gentlemen.